Again, guys, this is Nias Franklin here, and this time what I want to do is I want to show you how you guys can take your podcast, which you made on Audacity, and of course now publish it to the entire world, okay? And what we're going to be using is we're going to use a platform called Podomatic, all right? Now, of course, again, for example, here is the recording I just made for the Audacity tutorial. Now, I have that address, I have that site, and of course, I burned it onto my computer. What I want to do now is I want to make this not only public for YouTube, but I want to put it on my personal file in Podomatic, okay? So, what I have to do is, again, open up in Google, okay? If you type here, Google is my favorite search engine. You know, Google rules the world, basically, you know? So, and of course it's true because, you know, everybody uses the world. 1 out of 3 people in the world use Google. 1 out of 3. Amazing. All right. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in Podomatic. Okay. Once I type that in, of course, you'll notice that, you'll see these, you'll see it automatic right here. Okay. So, what you're going to do is if you don't have an account already, I want you to click on create, okay? Because you are going to create a Podomatic account. Now notice, for me, it automatically goes to my pod page because of course I'm already a Podomatic member. But for those of you who aren't members and you don't have an account, you're going to see this page first, all right? Now it says media for you, created by you, featuring 2 million podcasts from world's best independent podcasters, okay? And of course, you can be one of those 2 million people once you have once you have created your account and of course uploaded your information, okay? Now, what you're going to do is this. Log in is for existing users and sign up is for new users, okay? So you're going to click sign up. Now, you can there are 2 options. You can either sign up with Facebook or you can sign up with your email. Now, of course, if you don't want Podomatic posting things on your Facebook saying like, hey, so-and-so is a member of Podomatic, all right? And of course, you know, you can invite your friends to join and this and that. Well, that's up to you. You know, my Facebook is my Facebook. That's my privacy, like my mail diary, you know, so I keep those things to myself. So, another option is you can sign up with your email, all right? If you click that, of course, it's going to ask you for your name. You just type in your first name or type in a username. You know, it doesn't have to be your real name. Just type in a name. And then, of course, type in your email. Now, this is very important. This is my email here. You need to type in your real email because Podomatic is going to send you, how can I say that? A referral email to make sure that is your real email. And of course, it's going to ask you to log in with the special URL that it's going to send directly to your email, okay? And of course, once you've done that, follow the instructions. You need your name. They're going to ask maybe where you're from, your city, your country. And maybe some other very, very general personal information. And then that's it. Okay. Once you've done all that, of course, you are an official member of Podomatic. Okay. So here, this is a screen where I can create a podcast automatically. Okay. And of course, now you don't see my startup screen, but this is just the screen to download to upload files. All right. Now, for example, I want to create a new podcast. So I'm going to click this. And of course, you're going to see this screen again once you want to create something. All right. Now, notice number 1, just follow the instructions. Very, very simple, very easy to use, very user friendly. Okay. It says, first of all, select media for your episode. Okay. So you go to add files. Now, notice something very, very interesting. Remember, Podomatic is a file sharing, audio file sharing, MP3, MP4, WAV, or AVI, whatever. Okay, it only recognizes video files. You cannot upload Word documents. You cannot upload PowerPoint presentations or PDFs or whatever. Okay, you can only upload audio files. Okay, so notice, you know, in my documents, I have no audio files. All right, if I click, let's say, let's just click here. Okay. Now notice I have pictures. I can download pictures, but this isn't where I'm going to actually download my picture. Okay. First, I'm looking for audio files. Now notice, here we go. I have a bunch of audio files and also MP4 files here in this folder. Now, just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to click Coca-Cola Brother and click Open. Okay. Now notice it says that Coca-Cola Brother is open. All right. Now, once I have done that, I'm going to click Start Upload. Now, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to upload something to my account just yet, all right? But anyways, you click Start Upload, all right? And then, of course, just keep an eye on the percentage. Of course, it's going to go fast or maybe go slow, depending on your internet connection, all right? Now, once you have finished that, okay, let me just explain these things here. Number 2 says enter a title and description. Now, what is your title and what is your description? What is the title of your podcast? Number 1, okay, the actual podcast that you made in Audacity. What is the name of it? It could be my very first podcast, or it could be English Project. Teaching strategies, okay? Whatever, you know, the title can be. And then, of course, a brief description, okay? So this is my project for Discurso Público en Inglés. And, you know, basically I'm giving my advantages and disadvantages on why it's good to speak in English, of course, in public, blah, blah, blah. All right, whatever. Okay, now, number 3, once you have added your title and your description, you go to number 3, and it says add an image. Now, if you like to put an image on your podcast, of course, you can find an image that is already stored in your computer. Okay, if you want, you can go to Google or you can go to free imaging software and download an image. Okay, now if you do download an image from the internet, please give credit to the website where you found it. All right, just copy the URL and then, of course, post it in your description, and then say image was selected at, and then of course you have the URL at the bottom. So you are giving rights to the author, okay, which is for me, it's very important to do that. Okay, all right, and then once you've added an image, if you want to or not, doesn't matter, you go to number 4. Number 4 says choose a quality level. All right, now remember, on Audacity, I told you guys that I wanted you to record mono, okay, because mono is one channel, meaning one voice. It's not too elaborate, it's not too conglomerate, okay, as far as stereo, as far as having other channels built in, okay? So choose a quality level. I would just basically go with the recommended level that Podomatic automatically gives you, okay? And the recommended level is high quality sound, okay? Don't get worried. It's not going to muffle out your sound or anything like that. It is very high quality. All right. Once you have chosen the quality level, whether high, medium, or low, or whatever, okay, you go to number 5 and you publish, okay? And it's as simple as that. Simple as that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an actual published audio file that I have actually from my Podomatic account. Okay, so I'm going to log in because I'm already a member. Oh, let's see. So log in with email. There we go. Okay, so this is actually my account. It says, hi, Nias, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is a message from Matt. Matt is, I think, the actual person that controls or maybe has something to do with Podomatic, okay? And so this is my page here. Now, I can go to my podcast. I can go to stats. Stats are, I really don't know what this button is for. Okay, I haven't used it. But anyways, share podcast is what I've actually just showed you. My media, you have your library, and of course your uploads. Your basic support, which is finding out more information from people, and of course post new. Okay, these are, for example, these are new posts from other members. Maybe you're following someone, and you want to get to know their or you want to listen to the podcast. Of course, you can listen to new posts. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my podcast. Okay, so you can just go ahead and click that. Okay, and so this is my actual podcast page. And of course, as you can see, I have one podcast. And of course, this podcast here is talking about the usefulness of Audacity by Nice Franklin. And my description, project for a lad, okay, part 2, unit 1.3, podcast for teachers. All right, so now you can go ahead and click play. And of course, you can listen. Hey, yeah. Okay. Now in this podcast, I put some music in there, as I showed you before in the previous video that I made, and of course, basically, I talk about the usefulness of Audacity. And Audacity, as I told you, is one of the best recording tools on the market, which is absolutely free. You can't beat that. All right. So basically, this is a small description about how to get started with Podomatic. Okay. Now, one very important thing: you cannot make recordings with Podomatic. Podomatic only uploads files that you have already made. Okay, and of course it allows you to post your podcast here. Now, if you want to actually make a podcast without using Audacity, then maybe you can use, for example, software like Audio Boom or something like that to actually record your voice live on the actual website, and then of course save it on the website. Okay, but Podomatic does not do that. Okay, it only takes what has been recorded already on your computer, and then of course you have the option to upload it and display it for yourself, for your friends, or actually for the world. Okay, all right, so this is my explanation of Podomatic. I hope it helps, and of course if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Take care. You gotta be kidding. I wasn't even